from the Alex Trebek stage at Sony Pictures Studios, this is Jeopardy! Introducing today's contestants, a PE teacher from Smyrna, Tennessee, Turd Ferguson, a game show host from Lafayette, Tennessee, Brian Henegar, and our returning champion, a trivia host from Reno, Nevada, Patar, whose one-day cash winnings total $11,600. And now, the host of Jeopardy, Samuel H. Hello, everybody! We are back with episode number 2 of Jeopardy. Brian and Turd, welcome in. Patar, welcome back to the stage. Are you three ready to play?
Ready to go.
Of course I am.
Okay, let's do this. One daily double hitting among these 6 categories. First, we'll see the pop hit. Then we'll go to some supernatural stories, official state stuff, sandwiches, a pro team in that sport. We name the team, you name the sport. And finally, it's over. Notice the quotation marks there, players. Patar, since you're the champ, you start us off.
See the pop hit for 2, please.
Here's the clue. It was the first song by a rapper to top the Billboard Hot 100. Patar.
What is Ice Ice Baby?
That is correct.
See the pop hit for 4.
Here's the clue. It generated a lot of talk and a lot of spoofs. Brian.
What is Blurred Lines?
That is correct. Where would you like to go?
Official state stuff for 600, please.
Here's the clue. The state song of Kansas is this one, where seldom is heard a discouraging word. Brian again.
What is Home on the Range?
That is correct.
State stuff for 800, please.
State stuff for 800. Here's the clue. Connecticut's official state hero is this schoolmaster and spy who died at age 21 in 1776. Nathan Hale is the man we were looking for there. Brian?
Official state stuff for 1,000.
Here's the clue. State pie. For Illinois, it's this seasonal favorite. Pumpkin pie is what we were looking for.
My buzzer didn't activate for some reason, but that's okay. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Is it still my selection?
Yep.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Thank you. See the pop hit for 600, please.
Pop hit 600. Here's the clue. It was featured in a 1982 movie. Patar.
What is Eye of the Tiger?
That is correct.
Sandwiches for 6.
Sandwiches for 6. Here's the clue. Made with various fillings, then rolled up and cut. The sandwiches seen here have this spirally name. Patar.
What is Pinwheel?
That is correct.
A pro team in that sport for 6.
Here's the clue. The Montreal Alouettes. Brian.
What is Canadian Rules Football?
That is
Canadian
correct.
Football League. Okay. Let's try pro teams for 800, please.
Pro teams for 800. Here's the clue. The Chicago Sky. Brian again.
What is women's basketball?
That is correct.
Pro team in that sport for 1,000, please.
The clue there. Daily double. How much would you like to wager?
I'm never going to say this on the real show, at least not yet, but I'll say it here. Let's make it a true daily double, please.
For 2,400, here is the clue. Let me quickly. Oh. Okay. The Seattle Kraken.
What is hockey?
We are going to accept that. Oh, I did not mean to do that. We are going to accept that.
Yeah, the National Hockey League.
Yeah.
All right.
Brian?
Let's try sandwiches for 800, please.
Sandwiches for 8. Here's the clue. Meats and cheeses, or carnitas, are popular fillings for this 5-letter Mexican sandwich served on a crusty roll. Patar.
What is a torta?
That is correct.
See the pop hit 800.
Here's the clue. It's this 1988 number 1 hit. Brian.
What is The Man in the Mirror?
That is correct.
Pop hit for 1,000, please.
Video clue, here it is. A classic country hit of 1961. Brian.
What is I Fall to Pieces?
That is correct.
That's very clever. Sandwiches for 1,000.
Sandwiches for 1,000. Here's the clue. This Vietnamese sandwich, typically with pork or chicken and pickled vegetables on a baguette, has become popular in the U.S. Brian.
What's a banh mi?
That is correct.
Okay. Supernatural Stories for 200.
Supernatural Stories for 200. Here's the clue. Use your brains, and Noel Coulson Whitehead's Zone 1 has a different Mark Spitz taking on a feral these creatures. Brian.
What are zombies?
That is correct, and that brings us to our first commercial break. We'll be right back after these messages, and Brian, you will get to select first after the messages. Hello, everybody. We are back. Turd, it says here that you are a father of 6. Tell us more about that.
Yep. Whenever I married my current wife, she came in with 3 kids, and I had 3 of my own. So, yeah, together we've got 6 total.
Nice. Good luck to you tonight. Brian, it says here that you were on Jeopardy. Could you tell us more about that?
Yeah, back in April of this year, I was a contestant on the actual Jeopardy program. I won 3 games in a row and lost my 4th one, sadly, but I won over $70,000 total, and I'm waiting for the call back of the champions. Well, thank you.
Cool. Of course, I'm no Ken Jennings, but I hope I am acceptable as a Jeopardy host.
You are doing just fine. Thank you very much.
And Patar, good luck to you tonight, Brian. And Patar, it says here that you have 2 cats that are named after video game characters. Could you tell us more about that?
Yeah, so when I first got my 2 cats, I wanted to name them after some sort of video game franchise, so I have a boy and a girl named Link and Zelda. And their brother and sister.
Aww, that is so cool. Okay, Brian, you are in control of the board. Where would you like to go?
Okay. Supernatural stories for 400, please.
Here's the clue. It's the alliterative and just flat out cooler alternate name of the Galloping Hessian of the Hollow. Brian.
What is the Headless Horseman?
That is correct.
Supernatural stories 600, please.
Here's the clue. First name of Ira Levin's Mrs. Woodhouse, a New Yorker with child. Ominous child. Brian.
What is Rosemary?
That is correct.
Okay. Supernatural for 800, please.
Here's the clue. A swan dive this saga of books tells us in 2007. The third one in the series sold 150,000 copies in one day. Correct book series there, Twilight. Brian?
Okay. Supernatural for 1,000.
Here's the clue. Anne Rice had this guy introduce himself directly in line 1. I am the vampire, him. I'm immortal, more or less. Brian.
Who is Lestat?
That is correct.
Okay. Official state stuff for 200.
Here's the clue. By a 1972 law, California's official reptile is the desert variety of this slow mover. What is tortoise, Brian?
Oh. Makes sense. State stuff for 400, please.
Here's the clue. A vine-ripe variety of this is the state fruit and the state vegetable of Arkansas. Brian.
What is the tomato?
That is correct.
Okay. Sandwiches, please, for 200, if you don't mind.
Here's the clue. A favorite of the king himself, an Elvis sandwich is filled with peanut butter and this fruit. Brian.
What are mashed bananas?
That is correct.
Okay. Sandwiches for 400.
Here's the clue. A muffletta with cold cuts, cheese, and olive salad is a specialty of this U.S. city. Brian again.
What is New Orleans?
That is correct.
Okay. Pro team in that sport for 200.
Here's the clue. The Yomiuri Giants. Brian.
What is Japanese baseball?
That is correct.
400, please, a pro team in that sport.
Here's the clue. The Mumbai Indians. Brian.
What is cricket?
That is correct.
Okay. It's over for 200.
Here's the clue. In both the New and Old Testaments, it's referred to as the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Brian.
What is Passover?
That is correct.
It's over for 400.
Here's the clue. By definition, hyperthyroidism is a condition in which the thyroid is this. Brian.
What is overactive?
That is correct.
It's over for 600.
Here's the clue. This hairstyle used to cover up a bald spot often just draws more attention to it. Turd.
What is a comb over?
That is correct. Where would you like to go?
It's over for 1,000.
Here's the clue. The Allied invasion that we now know as D-Day began June 6, 1944, was codenamed Operation This. Brian.
What is Overlord?
Yes, less than a minute to go.
And 800. And bring it.
Here's the clue. Nearly cut from the film. This classic ballad won the Oscar for Best Song of 1939. Patar.
What is Over the Rainbow? What is Somewhere Over the Rainbow?
That is correct, and that brings us to the end of the Jeopardy round. Brian, you are in the lead with 13,000. Patar, you are in second with 3,000. Turd, you're in last with 600. So, Turd, you will get to go first in the double Jeopardy round, which we'll be back right after this.
We are back with Double Jeopardy. Turd, since you are in last, you will get to pick first among these categories. Hang on, folks. I forgot to do something. We will quickly go to commercial. We are back from commercial. Turd, you are in last, so you get to pick among these 6 categories. First, movies based on Shakespeare. Next, famous menus. Then we'll deal with some nonfiction. We'll get a movie and a meal. 19th century American history. And finally, official state fruits. Where would you like to start?
Movies based on Shakespeare for 2000.
Here's the clue. She's the man. Brian.
Ooh, what are the Merry Wives of Windsor?
No, sorry. Correct response. What is Twelfth Night? Twelfth Night. Turd?
Famous Menus 2000.
Famous Menus 2000. Here's the clue. In 1906, this San Francisco hotel fed the birds. To the customers, that is. Chicken and squab were on the menu. I think I might have had that clue wrong, but correct response, who is Jack Dempsey? Probably did have that wrong. Turd, where would you like to go?
Nonfiction 2000.
Nonfiction 2000. Daily double. You can wager up to 2,000. How much would you like to wager?
$5.
How much? $5?
Yep.
Okay. Here is the clue. Richard Dawkins hit the bestseller list with the pro-atheism book called The God This.
What is lie?
No, sorry. What is delusion is what we were looking for there. Turd?
A movie and a meal 2000.
Movie and a Meal 2000. Here's the clue. This 1981 low-budget Wallace Shawn film was shot in winter in an abandoned hotel with no heat. Brian?
What is My Dinner with Andre?
That is correct.
Okay, nonfiction for 1200.
Here's the clue. Daniel Jurgen won a Pulitzer Prize for The Prize, about the epic quest for this commodity. Brian?
What is oil?
That is correct.
Okay, movie and a meal 1200.
Here's the clue. Watching this David Cronenberg film, loosely based on a William S. Burroughs book, may drive you buggy. Brian?
What is Naked Lunch?
That is correct.
Movie and a meal 1600, please.
Movie and a Meal 1600. Here's the clue. For the moon glow dance scene in this 1955 film, William Holden practiced his dance steps in Kansas roadhouses. Picnic was the movie we were looking for.
Picnic.
Brian?
Okay, movies based on Shakespeare for 1200.
Movies based on Shakespeare 12. Here's the clue. Forbidden Planet. Brian?
What is The Tempest?
That is correct.
Movies based on Shakespeare for 1600.
Here's the clue. 10 Things I Hate About You. Brian?
What is Kiss Me Kate?
No, sorry. The Taming of the Shrew.
The other one,
Brian?
Kiss Me Kate was also based on The Taming of the Shrew. Idiot. Okay, famous menus 1200.
Famous menus 12. Here's the clue. The August 23, 1941 menu from this Hollywood eatery, named for a colored hat, offered a 95-cent tenderloin steak. Brian.
What is the Brown Derby?
That is correct.
Okay. Menus for 1600, please.
Menus for 16. Here's the clue. I did have the clues mixed up. In 1906, this San Francisco hotel fed birds to the customers. That is, chicken and squab were on the menu. This, I don't know. What is the St. Francis Hotel is what we were looking for. I did have it on the wrong thing. Anyways, Brian, where would you like to go?
American history for 1200, please.
American history 12. Here's the clue. I did not mean to put that in there. Ignore the first part. In 1886, the Supreme Court said this military rule may not be in place when the civil courts are functioning. Brian.
What is martial law?
That is correct. I did not mean to add that part in there.
It's fine. American history for 1600, please.
Here's the clue. Daily double. How much would you like to wager?
2600, please.
2600. Here is the clue. In 1888, this type of ballot, based on a type from overseas, was the first used in a U.S. local election in Louisville, Kentucky.
What is a secret ballot?
That is correct.
Okay. All right. Let's try American history for 2000.
American history 2000. Here's the clue. If I can. In 1816, this naval officer and victor against the Barbary pirates gave the toast, "Our country, right or wrong." Stefan Decatur is the man we were looking for. Brian?
Okay. Official state fruits for 400.
Official state fruits for 4. Here's the clue. Florida. Patar.
What is the orange?
That is correct.
Official state
Where
fruits
would you like to
2000.
go? Official state for 2000. Here's the clue. Connecticut. Patar.
What is the apple?
That is correct, and that brings us to our first commercial break. We are going to be back right after these messages. We are back from break. Patar, before the break, you got the previous clue correct, so you get to select.
Famous menus 8.
Famous menus 8. Here's the clue. A Christmas 1926 British Army menu lists the food in small black type and this 4-letter beverage in much larger red type. Brian.
What is beer?
That is correct.
Nonfiction for 1600, please.
Nonfiction for 16. Here's the clue. She covered the aftermath of her husband's death in The Year of Magical Thinking and of her daughters in Blue Nights. Joan Didion is the woman we were looking for. Brian?
All right. Official state fruits for 800, please.
Here's the clue. Georgia. Patar.
What is the peach?
That is correct.
Nonfiction 8.
Nonfiction 8, here's the clue. Piper Kerman chronicles her year in prison in This Color is the New Black. Turd.
What is orange?
That is correct. Where would you like to go?
Official state fruit 16.
Here's the clue. Texas. Brian.
What is the prickly pear?
No, sorry. Correct response. What is grapefruit?
Oh.
Oh.
Brian, or not Brian, Turd.
State fruits 12.
State fruits 12. Here's the clue. New Hampshire. What is the pumpkin? Turd.
Movies based on Shakespeare 8.
Here's the clue. Throne of Blood. Brian.
What is King Lear?
No, sorry. What is Macbeth? Less than a minute to go.
Movie in a Mill 8.
The 3-inch bronze bust of Spencer Tracy featured in this 1967 film was sculpted by his co-star Katharine Hepburn. Patar.
What is the African Queen?
No, sorry. Brian or Turd?
Nope.
What is She's Coming to Dinner?
Oh.
Turd?
American History 8.
Here's the clue. On April 17th, 1824, this country signed a treaty agreeing that 54 degrees, 40 minutes north latitude was the southern limit of its claim. Brian?
What is Canada?
No, sorry. Correct response there. What is Russia? And that is time, so we won't get to finish this round. But we do get to go to Final Jeopardy. Everybody's playing in this category for this. Word origins. Players, make your wagers. We'll be back right after this. One. Players have made their wagers. Category is word origins. Players, here's the clue. Though it meant seasickness in Latin, this 6-letter word now refers to a more general feeling of sickness. 30 seconds. Good luck. Okay, that is time. Turd, we start with you. Let's see, what did you say? I'm Batman. Sorry. No, that is not correct. How much did you wager? 161. That brings you down. That brings you down to 1, 2, 3, 4. Patar, we go to you now with 5,400. What did you say? What is woozy? GG, Brian. I'm sorry. No, that is not the correct response. How much did you wager? You wagered all of it, which brings you down to nothing. We now go to Brian with 17,600. Brian, what did you say? What is Milady? Sorry, that is wrong. How much did you wager? 2,400. Brian, you are our new champion with 15,200. It is the correct response is, what is nausea? It's the same root you see in words like nautical, meaning ships.
Oh, okay.
But Brian, you are a new champion with 15,200. Oh, what a good game. If you have liked this, please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, and make sure to join the GSE Studios Discord for more fun like this. Until next time, I'm Samuel H. speaking for Jeopardy. See ya next week.